Welcome back to another racing video. Today we're at Karting North East for round 6 of the championship. So today I want to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to have a little mini series of Meet the Grid. So first up, let's meet Zach and see what he has to say about today's race. So we're here at Karting North East today. It's race day, engines are fired up, and it's time to meet the grid. So today we're with Zach and we're going to give him some pre-race questions. So can I just get your full name and your preferred race number?
I'm Zach Burgess, and my preferred race number is 89.
So how long have you been karting?
I started karting when I was about 9, so about 10 years now.
What is your proudest race moment?
The winter round was quite good. I got taken out at the first lap of the pre-final. I went all the way to the back. I went from, I think it was like 30th or something, to 4th in the pre-final, then 4th to 1st in the final, so last to 1st.
What is your race day ritual or superstition?
I actually do have one. I've got a few pairs of gloves. They're all different colours, and it's a bit stupid, but I kind of just decide in my head which ones, and if I don't wear that one, then I'm going to be slow. I've got my black ones today.
Hopefully that means you're slow. Do you prefer dry or wet, and why?
And these ones wet. Equalises things a bit. In the dry, we kind of all know what we're doing. Same lines, but in the wets, you can be a bit more creative.
And what is your goal for today?
I'll win, mate.
So let me know your thoughts on the Meet the Grid. After race 1 we are going to meet Andrew Penfold, but if you do want to be in the next Meet the Grid, please drop a comment down below. Now in race 1 I did qualify down in 6th place. Now I think I have to thank Dan for this one, or I can't quite remember who it was, because they basically pushed me down the straight, which as you see as this race goes on as to why I'm saying that. But as for the start, we do get a good start. Dan gets a bit of bad start really, so we do make 1 place. However, Sam then rushes straight past a pair of us, and as we can see we're starting to go backwards. Now someone that I don't think you've seen in the series before is Ben Thompson. Now Ben Thompson used to race own drivers a very long time ago. However, he was definitely in juniors or indeed cadets when I was in the seniors, so he's doing a little bit of a comeback in the rental, so always nice to see drivers come back here. Now we can see Joe right in front of us. Now Joe is conscious of where I'm at, because I do tend to make dive bombs. However, between me and Joe we've had some very fair races, although I think I'd maybe go for the gaps sometimes when I shouldn't, and he always gives us space, so I do appreciate that, Joe, for the future. So halfway done on lap 1, now going into gasworks. Have a little eye on Ben of his little cheeky dive bomb that he does in Sam here. Now wait till the last minute, and that must have hurt just that little bit, and maybe give Sam a little bit of a red mist to try and get her own back. Dan did just make his way nice and cleanly past us as well on gasworks. We can see Sam going for that extra move to try and get Ben. Ben's just pushed him a little bit wide, and now we're trying to go 4 abreast down the straight, which I just don't have the edge to keep up with this straight line speed, and I'm conscious of cars behind us because they are very close as well. Now Dan has managed to get Sam. I've lost a place with the person on the inside as well. Now I am trying to go around the outside of Joe, so at least I'm on the inside going into St. John's for this person on my right, which I do manage to just pull it off. However, I do give that bit of space so they can just toodle on around the outside of it, so we all drop down to 10th place. And there we see Zach, who we don't normally see overtaking us because he's normally too far out in the front, so we try to latch on the back of him, but he's definitely going to go forward in this one. We will jump a little bit further forward onto lap 4. We can see Zach's managed to make his way past Joe, but with them battling in front has allowed us to try and catch up that little bit as well. Now Ben again is battling with Sam, and it is getting a little bit aggressive between them. Dan's tried to follow his way through as well, but again all this battling is helping me catch up to try and make that little bit of a move. Now I was too far off for Joe to see. He has just given us a room going into the first centre, so thank you very much. So we are back up to 9th place. So hopefully these people in front battle that a little bit more to try and get them a couple of other spaces. Quick thumbs up to Joe behind us because it gives that little bit of boost out of the corner, so thank you very much. And from our position we have a nice view to see what's going to happen with this little battle. Now we do see Zach does make a late move there on Ben, allowing enough space for Dan to try and go around the outside. However, just didn't have enough overspeed, which means I might be able to just sneak on in to get that position back from Dan. Now, although I tried to hold it, it's just not far enough. He's able to get the inside on us going down the straight. Now, I'm in an awkward position because if anyone pushes Dan here, they are able to get that overtake on me. However, I think Joe's still behind me. He gave me that little bit of a push. I nearly got far enough ahead of Dan, but wasn't enough. And again, somebody's able to possibly sneak in there, but I was lucky enough that no one did. So we are still in 9th place on lap 5. Let's see exactly what's going to happen next. As we jump to lap 6, we can see there's still plenty of battles in front. Ben decided to not go for that late move on Sam there. Dan decides to go on the outside, which gives me that little bit of space to overtake him. Now in the second race, I do that as well multiple times, but the second race does get very exciting. Skip forward as we come on to lap 9. Now I was in an awkward position to go onto the straight here, so I didn't get the best exit. However, Joe managed to go around the outside of us into T1. Now do give him that little bit of space, don't want to battle him too much. However, someone else is able to follow him through round the outside, and that does make them on the inside going into St. John's. Now judged by them feet, that's definitely Dan, and because one gets through, then another one gets through as well. So I've got to try to not lose that many spaces, and I need to get on the inside as fast as I can. However, as we can see, it is bumper to bumper, and that other person nearly got a move on us there. I try and get as close to the cart in front to not let him past, which means that I am now down in 11th, but it could have been worse. I could have been down in 12th, if not a bit worse. As I say, it could be worse. As we jump to the start of lap 12, now somebody managed to get on my inside immediately coming out of the last corner. They are there. I couldn't push them on the grass because that's unfair, and that puts me down to P12, and again somebody's on their bumper as well, or indeed Jordan, who gives a nice wave, so thank you very much. I always do appreciate a wave, and that looks like miles in front of Jordan. So as we're coming too close to the last laps, is I can't really do anything. My speed isn't that too good on the straight, but surprisingly enough, lap times are only a second off really the fastest. Now, although there isn't too much parity between his karts, from the fast and slowest it does seem to be about 1 second, so sometimes can be a bit luck of the draw of not getting the fastest kart. But again, we can still have fun because it is all about the battles that you are in. And race 1 finishes in this position, so we are down in P13. So at least we have some work to do in the next race, but it is a lot of fun. Now, as promised, let's jump back to Meet the Grid as we meet Andrew Penfold. So back to Meet the Grid, and we're here with Andrew. So Andrew, can I just get your full name and your preferred race number?
Andrew Penfold, and my preferred race number is 92, the year 92 when I was born.
How long have you been karting?
Half my life, since I was 15 years old. I came here. I did 2 junior races before I turned 16 and had to move into the seniors, which I remember at the time I was just bricking myself. It was fun, and I had a lot of up and down races here ever since.
If you could have any sponsor, real or ridiculous, who would it be?
Wow, what a question. Durex. Races can be up and down, like I just said, so...
Good, keeps you safe. Do you prefer dry or wet conditions, and why?
When I first started karting, it was without doubt dry, because I couldn't drive in the wet. But now, with a bit more experience in the wet, it's the wet all day long. You just have a lot more fun, make a good move around the outside, as I did on you last month. Sorry to slip that in there. No, you can have a lot more fun in the wet, and you might hate it at first, but the more you drive in the wet, the better you get.
And what is your goal for today?
To win both races, simple.
Now, as you can guess from that animation, is that I didn't actually get the last race, even though it was very exciting and lots of fun things happened in it. So I will have to leave it to your imagination. Now, we did make our way up to, I think, 6th or 7th, but it was pretty fun. There was lots of battles, and even though I came 6th or 7th, I'm pretty sure it was an overtake or being overtaken each lap. So I don't have anything else for you to actually watch right now. Now, if you have enjoyed the Meet the Grid series, please leave a comment and a like below, as it does help this channel grow. If you do want to be involved in the next one, again, please let us know. Either drop us a message on my Instagram, or again, drop a comment down below. But that's everything. Thanks very much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the track next time.